fall on towards Xin Zhao, makes a pick possible, and then now a Rel makes it even easier to have those big team fight combos. So Golden Guardians now shoring up their team fighting to make it easier for them to dive. C9, on the other hand, just have such great range around the melee options of Xin Zhao, Tahm Kench, and the Rel. I just favor the C9 draft a lot more here. Viego is not going to be able to do much. I actually just think it's going to be a safe lane. He's just going to probably just try and go neutral versus the Tahm Kench, but offers now a great way to dive into anyone that gets, I say Rel, right? Rel has to be the one that engages forward, so she puts herself in a really risky situation, and if, hey, Cloud9 wants to focus fire her, easy to do that.
I think unless someone is getting solo killed,
yeah,
we will not see the top lane at all.
Yeah.
Until they teleport somewhere else and group for team fights.
I'm just saying, the solo kill count for Tahm Kench
Pretty high.
in playoffs, pretty high. Yeah, Revenge got his. Watching earlier today, Oduamne, was able to get a few of his as well. So Tahm Kench, if you find a window, he gets you.
But other than that, I think Cloud9 are maybe showing the style they're going to be playing for the rest of this playoffs, right? Again, different to maybe their regular season play.
Yeah.
If you watch a lot of them here, but definitely perhaps the winds of the matter are just shifting. And they want to play this kind of safer, more mid-centric style, give Vulcan a lot of room to maneuver. Blabber not on Olaf. He's trying to looking pretty good after that game.
Double trundle here from Blabber, and it's always it's a different look for sure in comparison to the regular season. He's been on playmakers like Diana, Viego pretty consistently, so this is a pretty big change. But they've had time to reflect on the previous series. Going in for a level 1, I wonder where they're going to be placing the ward. There's not much. I wouldn't say that there's too much value in splitting the map. So this actually is a pretty good ward at catching the timer in which Iconic is crossing towards topside. So if they see him go towards his wolf camp, maybe they can pressure for a top steal on blue. I just want to see what they can do with this information.
All right, well, if you've ever wanted to know the intricacies of Tahm Kench versus Viego in a lane we will not be seeing on camera, you can watch it actually for free. That's good.
True.
But we're not going there, I promise.
You will literally not miss the action. You just have double monitors. There's still people out there living with one monitor.
I don't know how that's possible.
That's tragic.
You got a phone. Just turn that on.
Okay, maybe not. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. I feel like if I have a phone that's always turning off, it's going into sleep mode.
Just put the preview on the phone. It's fine.
Not fine.
It's like it's though it's your other monitor.
I see. Actually, I've never done that on my phone.
What?
Yeah, I've never done it on my phone. Always had a laptop near.
Sometimes there's so much esports whereas you got to turn on every screen in your house. Okay.
True.
All
LPL's
the
going
TVs
into
are
playoffs.
Exactly.
They got their own pro view happening on their streams. You need 7 monitors to catch.
Oh, we're here. How did this happen?
Here we are.
See how footage us here up against Licorice.
And both, it's Trundle that's actually pathing towards topside. Meanwhile, Xin Zhao is doing quite the opposite. So this should be a slower game in terms of Iconic and Blabber not really being able to meet. And I don't expect Licorice to be in a position that's gankable. I mean, he's going to be the one that wants to push in wave, stack 3 and then base, not be in a position where he's getting ganked and killed, or even just losing his flash to Blabber, so that's something to look forward to.
Well, as you can see on your screen, Masterminds does in fact return tomorrow. Kobe Golden Glue and some more special guests are putting their 5 heads together to make the magic happen with some wall synergy. Very excited to see what they come up with.
Did you catch that?
Been one champion.
I think he caught that.
Oh, the what?
No, the Trundle going in behind him.
Oh, Blabber, what a gank, level 3 Trundle. Right as we drew it up, Blabber, there's the pillar after the flash, but the rest of the squad's here. And Chime and Iconic are going to reinforce in time.
No, the squad was just chilling there. From our vantage point, we didn't see if Orianna caught Blabber going into his jungle. I saw a ping go down, so that's possibly what it was. Just catching slight vision there from Blabber. Great from Chime and Iconic to immediately be there for him. Otherwise, that's a long way back to your turret.
Well, Blaze Olive losing the flash. Going to sting a little, but should be A-okay. Trying to get the wave managed into a slightly better position, but Perks is, he's chilling. Blabber's coming back, though, not so chill. He's going to take that crab, though, you see on your screen first. But we'll see just how much attention there is to this mid lane. Last game, there was a ton, with Vulcan especially getting involved. You have to think both teams are going to look to respond to that by basically 3v3ing mid for as long as the series will go.
Yeah, and the way the junglers have cleared, Blabber is going to be positioning himself topside. Maybe could look for a play around Dragon when it does spawn, but for Iconic, I mean, he's positioned himself where now that he's gotten Scuttle Crab outside, they're able to place a ward into the banana bush towards the lane, so it's giving Stixay and Chime a lot of freedom. Nice damage.
Yeah, unfortunately didn't get the flash, but I do like the attempt from Iconic. Gonna have to cover for a Blaze Olive anyway, who's actually running low enough on mana, although it does chug a biscuit, eat a biscuit, I guess, can't really drink one unless you blend it. So Blaze Olive will be able to stick in the lane for a little bit longer, but Iconic, you know, didn't cost him very much to go for that, but unfortunately didn't get much other than a bit of damage on Perks.
Yeah, he got that timer simply because he needed to go to Grump at some point. Grump literally spawning now, so he didn't lose too much time on it, as you had already said. And now, through his pathing here, I wonder if they can make a play on Vulcan's Vent. If they can, it lines up perfectly with the Dragon coming up here. Just depends on what Blabber's overall strategy here. He won't be able to start Dragon. You know, he will get seen here. Oh, it's a gank setup.
Yeah, first TP for Perks. A Blaze Olive gonna have to go home and TP back in. But Perks is hunting, trying to cancel this recall. This is really nice from Perks, actually. Not going to spot him. Doesn't get the Q. I like the attempt, though. Just pick a random spot. Try to see if you can cancel that.
There it is, and he was able to hold the wave tier, too.
Oh, that's brutal.
Blaze Olive definitely needs to TP back into the lane here. He got good coverage from Iconic initially. So he did, and he was also leaning towards him, so that really helped him out there. In this case, I mean, Blabber does need to farm his camps. Chime getting damaged up here, but at least he had his escape.
Yeah, that's the kind of TP where as soon as I see that, I look instantly to see where the jungler is. Because Blabber would instantly spring on that chance. If you got it, again, a Blaze Olive doesn't have flash after Blabber's first gank at level 3, but it does look like mid lane will reset comfortably. So no one's going to get in trouble, which is good. Don't want to get in trouble in the first 5 minutes of the game.
That's always my concern. I know in the TL versus C9 series, Perks was actually the victim to that very strategy. Now he's actually luring him towards Blabber.
Oh, Iconic's found him though now. Blabber going to be the target. Iconic with the damage. Blabber knocked up, and first blood just goes to the Trundle, man, as Vulcan once again has found the timing, and Perks is going to make it too.
So close. Blabber hit that one kill, got Triumph, and he was not in danger again. Another great timing from Vulcan to be here. Another one, it looks like Licorice in time.
Good follow-up CC. Perks going to get stunned up forever, and Stixay swoops in to trade one back.
Creative gank there from Licorice. Actually, didn't even see him coming in as he just hopped over the wall at a timer in which Chime was going to be there. So great response, honestly. But Vulcan started that one out perfectly. Was already moving towards the mid lane. The vision there was covering him perfectly, so there was no idea that Vulcan was making this happen. Otherwise, Golden Guardians would not choose this fight. Blabber, them going on Blabber is the right decision, and he was just so low, but once he gets that first kill, yes. Triumph proc comes through, and he's not in danger.
Yeah, Trundle passive as well. Guardian was the difference maker there, it looked like, for Vulcan. So once again, the great timing, but Licorice, kind of a Rek'Sai style gank there with the Tom Kench. Yep. Up Perks alongside Chime and Stixay.
That's the one thing I love Rel and her design, is that you have to now think creatively about the combos she has. That was when Rel Nocturne came through. I was like, all right, yeah, 80 carries hate that. Moment you're on top of you got to be able to flash instantly. Even then, you will still get it frame perfect, the Rel stun. So in this case, Perks felt the damage on that one. Golden Guardians now doubling their efforts through mid healing. I don't think they were seen.
Blaze Olive does have the ulti, so plenty of setup again alongside that Rel. Also seen the Frog Waves, Tom Kench plus Ariana.
True.
Pretty fun one if you can get it going.
If we can get a second one, we can officially call it a thing. I know that. It was amazing that Huni was able to get it off. That was fantastic from TSM. If we can make it consistent, that revolutionizes the game.
That's true. For now, it is just a blip on the radar as Iconic, looking for level 6, going to go ahead and donate that blue as the Blaze Olive wanders over to get it. And bottom side will check in. It is Sven once again up in CS. 10 the lead so far as Cloud9 are going to start this dragon.
Yeah, and they had a really good stacking wave. Even if Stixay is able to farm this one perfectly, it just gives them a lot of room to get this dragon now. So that's going to be the first dragon of the game here for Cloud9. And they've been the one that have been pressuring Golden Guardians. And that's, for me, been the topic for the full year, that Cloud9 has just been inconsistent. We know what they can do, just haven't been coming through. Looking like they want to contest this, but this one should go down.
Diego coming in. Riftel gonna die. Iconic's gonna get it, but does he get out safely? 3v4 right now. Pillar again is gonna land it there. Devour available for Licorice. Pops it onto the Zen. And now Licorice gonna have to get away, but Iconic pops the ulti, chimes here, and that pillar unfortunately cuts off the rest of Cloud9 as they're trying to get Perks. They get the interrupt, the shockwave is good, and a Blaze Olive is gonna take down Perks.
Chime peered on a peripheral, saw Perks alone there. He could have flashed out, didn't want to use it, of course. That would have impacted him for some time. But nice pickup there from Golden Guardians. Overall, that was Cloud9 being confident that they can take that pick, but Chime being able to make the roam from the bot side of the map made that, took that into their favor. So that's 1 kill, Rift Herald 2. I want to see what Golden Guardians can do with it.
All right, well, FTX gold advantage was almost 1,000, now cut down in half for Cloud9. Only 500 up. Again, it's been a very close back and forth here for the first 9 minutes or so. The Golden Guardians are stopping that snowball. Is that first dragon over for Cloud9, but that was eventually traded for the Herald play we just saw. So we'll see if Iconic can get that gold. 1v1 in the bottom side becoming a lot more common these days, whereas Stixay is popping off with a bit of speed off the fleet footwork. But Sven going to get away from there.
Yeah, 80 carries are the real solo laners here.
That's what happened. That's the game now.
It is what it is, guys. Cloud9 took some crucial intel from the previous series. So it's just what it is. And honestly, I actually just want to see Iconic use that Rift Herald bot lane. Just because it's easier to take the full turret if you know, the enemy team is not reacting well enough to it. Like if Ryze is locked mid lane, he doesn't have TP here just yet, so you can make use of that opportunity. And even if you aren't able to get the full turret, it gives you an opportunity to invade, look into the blue side jungle, things like that. You can get quite a bit off of that and make use of the support.
I feel like it's becoming a very commonplace thing here for the FTX Gold graph. It is Perks and a Blaze Olive once again battling for the top of the table. Perks ahead once more on the rise, but a Blaze Olive not too far behind. It is a little bit more than just the mid laners, though, of course. It's more the activity they attract to their lane.
Yeah.
As Blabber and Iconic have found each other. Blabber there with a challenging smite, challenging Iconic to a duel. Iconic doesn't want it, flashes out of the way. Blabber follows him, and that's a solo kill in the jungle. As now Blabber's going to roam back around. Oh, what a tag out of Wolk and Stixay. Just going to get shredded. He's ignited. And Blabber's ignoring him. They know they can kill Stixay at their leisure. Perk's going to move in for an easy one. And Blabber sets up 2 different kills. One for himself and one for the mid lane.
Just straight staring at Iconic saying, what are you doing, man? I have red buff. Press the attack. He's going to take that 1v1 100% of the time. Blabber just huge play straight through mid. And honestly, I know what Iconic was trying to do. He had the Rift Herald, and if he wanted to be able to make use of it through bot lane or mid lane, he needed to clear out the vision that Cloud9 had basically just monopolized in this side of the map. So he needed some help here. Orianna was trying to clear the wave. Blabber said, I don't give a damn. Right on top of his head, Goomba stomped him with the flash. And at that point, your bot lane is now isolated. We didn't get to see why Stixay was so low, but from that point forward, I mean, if you're just isolated, Vulcan can do the rest.
I actually like what Blabber did there. It's just maybe going for the 3rd kill in case try and make a mistake, but Perks was on the way. Easy cleanup there. I don't even know what spell he threw because Stixay had so little health that whatever he threw just instantly killed him. I didn't see a particle.
Yeah.
But easy pick up there for Perks, so we're happy with that 2nd kill. As Cloud9 continuing to find themselves further ahead. Iconic going to drop the Herald mid. At least some plates will go to a Blaze Olive, but they do have to crawl back this early game deficit. Yeah,
pretty decent timing here, but Vulcan is here just to defend the rest. So yeah, it's not going to turn into a turret. Just free gold as you had said. Dragon's going to be coming up, so the Rift Herald usage is actually not even given priority through mid lane. Cloud9's actually here first for that, so Cloud9 is going to be in a decent position. They already have the vision here, just going to solidify it even further. I wonder what Golden Guardians are going to want to do because they do not want to give 2nd Dragon over to C9 after the last game.
Yeah, Blabber has a Divine Sunder already, so I don't think anyone's interested in fighting the Trundle right now. Cloud9 should feel pretty confident of their hold around this Dragon. Iconic, oh, it just keeps happening, man. The Shockwave out. It's a 2v3, but the ulti out of Iconic could be a step too far. It is indeed. His Shrine finds a shutdown, and now Perks is in the mix, but it's not enough. There is Vulcan getting low, but Sven finds a snipe on a Chime. It's Licorice too late on the TK to try and make it happen, but from downtown, it is Stixay looking for the last bullet, just barely missing that one. On the top right of the screen, Vulcan will survive, and Golden Guardians will take the trade.
But Cloud9 still won strategically. Even with their jungler down, they can take this Dragon, or at least force a fight around it. I wonder if that's going to be their decision here. But yeah, I mean, they went too far. In the end, they had advantage in terms of like the gold. Mythic was completed from Blabber and Fudge. If Fudge wanted to be a part of the play, and he was. Meanwhile, Stixxay was actually in a really difficult position. Had full components, but didn't have his Gale Force just yet. Was able to purchase it now. So if Cloud9 wanted to fight, that was going to be the moment. And I mean, the execution just wasn't there.
All right, well, the Dragon's still up. But I imagine Cloud9 are going to fall back down there.
We back.
At their leisure. Oh, it just keeps happening. People keep going into choke points, and Trundle keeps shutting them off as Barbe is not going to go ahead and start up the Dragon. This pillar ability is pretty good, Raz.
Pretty good. It's pretty good. I mean, in the previous game, he was literally canceling, slicing dice from the Renekton, pinning them to walls. Like, it was on point. So that's one thing for sure that Blabber's been providing. And another thing that the supporting players, I mean, I was talking about Blabber before, Vulcan here, always being there to support either Sven on mid lane wave or Perks consistently in the early game.
I like that it's Sven specifically on the mid lane wave.
Yes.
Because you know he has not been there for the bottom lane waves in the 2v2.
It's been a while.
It has been a while. Sven's, been missing his buddy. Now they're grouped up here in mid lane. Golden Guardians are trying to find something here. It's try and ready with the angle. Flashes in. There's the ulti magnet storm popped, and that's a very good look too for the stun as a Blaze Olive takes down Sven and make it double as a Blaze Olive will take out Vulcan as well.
That combo is hard to react to, and Sven did not have flash there. They already knew the flash timers. They knew that was going to be easy, so great combination. Chime goes in, a Blaze Olive with the ultimate, so now they're able to get that, get mid lane turret, and Rift Herald's going to be Golden Guardians. What a huge shift in the game.
Yeah, they get the first tower gold. They're going to get the second Rift Herald and get even more gold for it. Chime setting it up very nicely there with the rest of Golden Guardians, and Cloud9 were not ready for the speed of that play. It is Perks on Vision.
It's going to be a tough way to get out of here.
No ulti for a Blaze Olive, but forced to flash regardless. Chime getting summoners left, right, and center as he takes one out on the top side of the map, and the Herald does indeed get finished up as Iconic grabs the eye.
It's definitely been the best look from Chime this season. He came in summer, so he came in pretty abruptly for the team and had a lot of room to grow. I think right now it's been coming in, at least in this game, very successfully.
Licorice there in the back line. It's the ulti setup from Stixxay. The attempt, but ulti from Vulcan is going to disengage. As you said, in Champ Select Raz, very good disengage in this comp for Cloud9. So watch this one again. Just straight in there for L.
Yeah, no summoners here. So in the end, I mean, if you're just going to get hit, Orianna Ball is going to be easy to just respond with right on top of you. And then also they delayed with Rel stun just in case to live longer than the Ori ultimate. So kills going in towards a Blaze Olive. He's 3-1-1 at this point. He's pretty large. So I would expect all plays to go through that Orianna if they want to play through next Dragon, play through the lane that Orianna's on, and I feel like they'll be able to challenge those fights.
Alrighty, well, Blaze Olive on top, feeling pretty good, but is going to have to carry this mid-game, right?
Yep.
It's definitely a player that Golden Guardians likes to play around, that they're comfy playing around, whether it is, mid-Callisto or something as standard as the Orianna. Definitely feeling pretty good about their position, but a Blaze Olive is going to have to be on point, and Cloud9 are not going to make this mid-game easy. Yeah,
and I will say this for Golden Guardians. The most instrumental thing is them getting flashes before a major fight. Able to get one off of Sven. And then topside, when Perks was in a pretty disrespectful position, they got flash off of him for free now. So before a next fight were to happen, they're definitely calling Perks' name. So it's always a repeatable play if you're going into the fight without sums. And with everyone is sums up except for Perks, imagine that to be the call here for Golden Guardians.
All right, well, third Dragon up in 1 minute and 36 seconds. Cloud9 are on track for a pretty quick soul, so you have to think attention will be given to that side of the map, especially with no Heralds available. Golden Guardians gotten both this game. Still the eye there for Iconic in inventory, so perhaps look for a drop somewhere in the top side of Blaze Olive actually getting it set up, but don't want to wander too far away from the incoming Dragon because Golden Guardians should be picking a 5v5 there.
Yeah. Oh, where are we going?
Blaze Olive, hello! You have a whole neighborhood worth of friends, and that's a good shockwave there. Blaze Olive going to disengage 4 people on Cloud9 trying to gank him.
I think that works actually quite well for Cloud9. If they can double back and solidify the division that they have there, it's not going to be the case. Golden Guardians are just making a run for the wards. Then Orianna wouldn't have ulti for the fight. So that would be the positive, but it's not going to be the case. Late base there from Sven. 46 seconds. If they would have to fight for this, it would have to be on this incoming wave. I want to see if that's going to be the case for Cloud9.
Also a pretty big inflection point here in general. We talked about the Dragon coming up 30 seconds. Herald drop bottom side as Golden Guardians are going to try and get that gold back close to the even. Licorice with the Abyssal Dive is going to zone off Fudge. And that is going to give them the kill. They're going for it, actually. It's 4v1 there in the bottom side of the map as Fudge is being assaulted. But Perkz busy splitting in the top side as a result.
That's going to be 2 waves being lost from Golden Guardians. TP is still there from Perkz, so they can make the call to still take this fight, but they would have to walk into the Golden Guardians' vision to do it. They're going to try and play off this wave, but honestly, I don't think they should play too much with their luck. Cloud9 has a 1K gold lead. It would just be the first Dragon of Golden Guardians. You've already gotten a pretty large sum of gold into Perkz' pockets. I still think that this is a pretty nice win here from Cloud9 overall.
And with this Dragon being taken, if Golden Guardians can finish it,
we're going for it.
Cloud9 here. Golden Guardians did not leave enough people around. The Dragon gets stolen by Blabber. Iconic misses his flash. Straight into the wall goes the forehead, and Blabber says, thanks for the leash.
He's out there bleeding. Iconic fail flashing the wall there. And Blabber just coming in with the smite over Iconic. Huge. That puts them at soul point now, Cloud9. They didn't give up a damn thing for what they were doing.
And bottom side here, Licorice gonna get it going on to Fudge. Vulcan here, but so is Blabber. Here's Chime. Stun. Oh, almost had another new time catch combo TP down as well there for GG. Licorice there with a thick skin. Magnustorm Pop finds 2. Viego ulti buffering through. Licorice flashing out of there. And Cloud9 still fighting away. It's Golden Guardian trying to make something happen. Fudge finally will be felled. It's Blabber dead as well as Golden Guardians will keep fighting.
Great TP there from Ablaze Olive. They knew if Cloud9 were taking a scrap, that it would be with 3 members. And so he comes in with the response. Very close. That reset comes through from Fudge, and he's able to regenerate that HP, a reset on his ulti as well, all of those things. Cloud9 takes that win. So it was really close, but Golden Guardians still keeping themselves in the game, almost even now. That being said, they still have to fight for this next Dragon, knowing that it's soul point here from Cloud9.
And what I was going to say before the Dragon got stolen was that once Golden Guardians take this Dragon, we are basically in the same spot as last game.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, this ain't the same game, and this is why.
He saw Licorice, he was moving out, got tagged by Braum Q and Ulti, so at that point he's completely isolated in the pit and slowed down from Varus E, Trundle Pillar. He was like, I need to get the hell out of here.
Tragedy.
So really rough position for them to be in.
Ooh.
And it's a Baron situation for C9.
All right, 6-8. 1, 2, just poking. Saving the last one for Baron. Ooh, I like it, I love it. Still someone blocking, so it was okay. But the Baron does go over as a result. Licorice on the backline. Vulcan gonna be the target. But Fudge deletes one, takes over the time catch, dives onto Iconic. No, he goes to the backline instead. It's Chime that he wants as Fudge is trying to make it happen. A 3-man shock out of Ablaze Olive. Looks good, but Sven is the one to find the second kill. And Cloud9 getting exits as they exit the Baron. They just get everything.
Yeah, the Danish sniper and Sven just straight cutting Iconic down. Really close. I was buying what we were seeing from Fudge on that dive there, and Licorice didn't even get the opportunity to really use that great health. Gets bursted way too quickly. He wanted to get the max value off of that one or something, but yeah, Cloud9 were on top of it. We were just coming off a replay, so we didn't know if it was because of Golden Guardians being off the map for a long time or something like that. Maybe it was something catered towards the tempo, but that's a huge win for C9 now.
All right, well, 2 minutes for the Red Bull Baron buff. See what Cloud9 can get done with the power play. As I'll watch this one again. This is how it happened. Ooh, a very sneaky realm up there for Perkz.
Just one member. The rest of them are just walking.
I guess this is one way to tell your team to do Baron.
Yeah, they must have
just solo Rise ulti in there.
Must have caught vision of Xin bot side. Orianna also on a late base. Same with Rel. They were never going to be here on time. So they were definitely caught sleeping when C9 had full vision here.
Really nice there for Cloud9, and then this looks good, right, on the kick off this fight. That looks worse, and then now it kind of falls to pieces.
Yeah, and Chime and Stixay were sitting on top of each other, so Fudge just goes straight in as we're in a pause situation. Let's see if there's any action happening here. Nothing really. As really it's just C9 that are trying to cut into the red side jungle with the Baron that they have, so they're the ones that are pressuring.
All right, well, as soon as we have info, we shall relay it to you. From what I can see on stage, Sven is currently chatting with a ref.
Okay.
So perhaps something on his screen But kind of
I mean, I had a problem with that last fight too. I didn't see Zen. He literally just destroyed the man. Great game overall. I mean, great games, plural, from Cloud9. I said that we fully expected, I think the community, we as casters fully expected Cloud9 to take the win over Golden Guardians. I think the real debate was like by how much.
Yeah.
If Golden Guardians was going to take a game, or how dominant is Cloud9 going to look, or if this is competitive. It wasn't looking competitive in game 1. I think Golden Guardians look far better in game 2, and it's been around Olive. So I would love to say hats off to Blaze Olive on this game for the performance he's had here, especially him and Chime, new members of the team, rookie players, and are performing.
Yeah, never has the time felt more important for mid lane and support to kind of get things going. I mean, support's always been super high impactful role.
Yeah.
I think people are now maybe starting to bring the impact, the power that supports have,
True.
kind of to the forefront of the conversation, which is funny because for the longest time it's like, oh, they don't get any gold, they don't do anything. I'm like, yeah, that's why they're good. Like, they don't need resources.
They're the
just
ones
make
holding
plays.
the Infinity Gauntlet
Yes.
here. The fake conversation of which role is most important. And of course, in competitive, support doesn't even need to be there bot lane. So he's the one that's supporting mid lane primarily. If you're creative enough, like Core JJ or Vulcan or Sword Art, we've seen them multiple times look for a play on top side, depending if the wave's coming into them bot lane. So, you know, we have a lot of great support players in the LCS, and we're really getting to see a lot of that, the creativity, the level of play in team fights here in the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, I think Ignar as well. That
True.
man loves to leave lane.
Yep.
Again, hats off to Danny for doing as well as he did in his inaugural split with Ignar, especially at this kind of metagame where he's just like, yeah, I mean, what you do? Tell me not to leave?
Remember to farm?
You know who I am?
Yeah.
Do you know what meta this is?
Yep. This is what I did. This is what my name's been about.
Exactly.
Previous teams that I've been a part of, I'm making plays, not bot. I'm going mid. So that's definitely been the case. Definitely in my eyes, you know, probably I would say the biggest snub of all pro votes. I think he actually had the best year in the LCS in his career. Let's put that out there. I mean, Evil Genius is looking really good, so we'll just have to see as that team goes on in the future. Right now, we're seeing Cloud9 versus Golden Guardians. And Cloud9 are in the unfortunate side of the bracket, where they were going up against Team Liquid, and TSM was in the next. So that conversation always sucks, because if both teams are on their A game, these are the best teams right here, the top 3 teams you would expect in playoffs, you know, pending on Evil Geniuses and 100 Thieves look.
Alrighty, well, apparently going back in just a moment. That was well timed.
Nice.
So teams look to be resuming. Whatever it was, it has been resolved.
I appreciate it.
Perhaps we'll never know.
I will always appreciate knowing the reasons, just because I love silly reasons. I was in a league where we're hearing, oh, this guy, bathroom break. I was like, okay, well, if it's pressing, I ain't going to force you to sit. Do your business.
So, for everyone wondering at home, apparently, we're investigating. Sven was claiming a cannon creep did not do damage to a turret. Making sure that happened correctly.
Well, that'd be a problem.
What the answer was, I don't know.
No.
But I mean, you know, they've got. Oh, did do damage. Okay, there you go.
Okay, there we go.
His eyes betrayed him.
There we have it.
That happens, especially get older. Real tough. I mean, Baron up cannons, you got to count those autos. They need to do the damage.
True.
You're trying to take towers out here.
That'd be a problem if minions ain't doing damage to turrets. Glad that was settled.
Yeah, maybe off the back of the support conversation, we can look at the true MVPs of competitive leagues since day one. It's the minions, whereas
they've only gotten stronger. Literally more and more gold has been packed in the canyon.
That's why we had to take Banner Command away. We gave them too much power.
Yeah, we got a problem on that one. It's causing straight depression on the Rift when someone misses a cannon creep.
It's true. Whole salary just goes down the drain.
Can't do it. Got a problem.
Alrighty, back in the game. Iconic taking down the crab. 30 seconds till the Dragon Soul's available. That came around quickly. Baron buff wearing off around the same time, so both teams should be ready. In position to start off the fight, but it is the top lane trouble. As Perks is split pushing up against Tom Kench, and you just can't do anything. Licorice is losing the 1v1. The tower's losing the 1v1. Jin's trying to find the W. Nothing's happening. Stixay's rotating over. Is he going to die there? Ooh, here we go. Swapping over. Devour not there. Ooh, Gale Force in. Stixay trying to make it happen.
He's too quick.
And now Realm Warp going to get him out. Ooh, guess? Nah, too far away. Guess the right direction, but Perk's already out of there, and the Dragon Soul's the real issue now.
Yeah, and that was the one gambit that Golden Guards went for, and now they need to try and find a steal
Oh,
here.
the pillar, it's brutal, iconic, just forever. Left in the brush to wonder what would have happened. It is Ocean Soul over Iconic getting in there. What a combo! Too clean, and the shockwave as Iconic sets it up. Wind becomes lightning, and kills do not come through. That feels bad, man. It's 2 flashes and a heal, and everyone gets out.
Damn. That's really rough. And the play that you made here, sure, on the back half of Soul being picked up, just doesn't work. And the turret is so low.
He didn't leave?
He's just chilling. This is straight Jizuke mode.
Perks, man, Perks is around when the Rise rework first happened, and Soul's on his item was pretty good. For everyone that remembers, Licorice does dive out of there. Ultied up by Trundle, but he's going to be A-OK, but not feeling all that happy. Attacked in the side lanes, Perks is like playing PvE all game.
He played that expertly. I don't know if he just got flashback, but it's I would make the gambit and say that he had flash the whole time, but I mean, he dodged Jin, Stixay throwing out his W. He didn't even know that the rotation was made from Jin, because if Jin's rotating there, then that's just a free as hell Soul. Who would expect that? But yeah, he was not concerned at all. It made it impossible for Golden Guardians to fight for that one. So even though Golden Guardians were on the objective first, C9 still had Baron, can still power through mid lane, wave pretty easily. So I can understand why Golden Guardians wanted to concede that initially, but this is bad position now.
Yeah, this is rough. FTX gold advantage up to almost 4K for Cloud9. Plot the Soul on top of that. And the fact that Perks has now finished a death cap. Gonna make your campaign in this game too very tricky on the Golden Guardian side.
Feels real bad.
The Wizard has ascended to max level.
True. I mean, the turrets are going to be feeling it the most, but this is tough. And Licorice has been on the duty trying to match him on side lane, and it just cannot do it. So let's see if they're making a play here. Where is he going?
Perks, hello? Stixay is the target.
Just making sure.
Space checks a trap, gets himself rooted, doesn't matter. Ulti out from Vulcan, who's caught in the front lines. Unbreakable up though, Q tags Stixay. A Blaze Olive low as Sven has been finding the poke.
Trying to make it clear that that was just Vulcan and Sven alone. As Blabber and Perks went towards the bot side to clear out wards, they were just saying, okay, how much damage can we do? Because the fight's literally not starting here.
Oh, Perks, he's waiting in the brush. Licorice is taking the correct rotation safely back towards the base, but Fudge already getting the wave pushed in. Now it's a 1v2 as you transition down, and Licorice is okay. No minions, so no pressure there, but Perks is very threatening. Level 16 on the rise right now. 3 items done, including the death cap. No Everfrost this time. It's looted. Oh, goodness. Try and where'd your health go? Doesn't lose the rest of it, but 1 Q was all he needed from Perks there on the end of it.
It just goes to show just how much control Cloud9 have here. They can just go straight from bot to mid lane wave. If they're syncing it up, it makes it so hard for Golden Guardians to keep up. They got to take the long way around every time, and if you ever try and contest that ward like they did just then, Chime gets the brunt of it.
Well, it's pointed out before, Licorice is the one matching, but unfortunately for him, he has the, you know, renowned anti-mage item, Thornmail.
True.
Not the best.
Man needs magic resist stat.
Doesn't have enough gold. That's the problem.
Yeah.
And you know, again, just tack everything else on there. Perhaps it is the Elder Dragon look. The Infinity Edge is done. That's good for Stixay. 3 items now. Can maybe start to chug through some of these health bars. Not the tankiest champions on the Cloud9 side, but not the worst either, as Perks is continuing to wreak havoc on the local wildlife.
In general, I've loved the draft here from Cloud9 2 games running now, because exactly what we thought. Sure, you're building Thornmail, Brambles initially, because you're going up against Fudge. The Viego makes sense, but they can easily swap the matchup, and that's been the case here. Full control here from Golden Guardians. They might just try it, but they do catch the ward out. Good decision to use your Red Trinket here.
Oh,
they're going to start it anyways.
I think it's a turn angle. Chime here in the bush, waiting for somebody, but he's getting swept out by Blabber. Perks also on the pincer there on the top half of your screen. Licorice TP's in, now they commit, but C9 are just closing the trap around the Baron pit.
Yeah, they're completely surrounded here. This is a better position from
C9. That ult was so good. Sven plus the pillar, iconic, forced to ult early. And Perks is just waiting. Look at the patience. The Ludens maybe kill somebody there. Stray spells going everywhere there as Gale Force on the Perks is going to force the flash, but Cloud9, now they have control of the Baron. The team fight looks to be theirs. Magnet Storm popped. Chime in the back lines, but it's not enough. He dies, and now Licorice being chased away by Perks. A Blaze Olive gets destroyed by his Venq, and Fudge has found the angle over the back with Perks. Realm Warp's over, that's 3. One more left there as Perks finds a double. A Blaze Olive, the only Golden Guardian left alive in this game too. And that's going to be it. If it doesn't end now, it's going to end soon. Cloud9 have taken over this second game.
Another Bud Light ace there from Cloud9. The positioning was damn good from C9. I mean, Perks waiting patiently up top side when they finally commit to just trapping him. Full C9 follow through, and I mean, that's just an easy fight from that point forward. The wave's there too, 13 seconds from Iconic. They can actually end here. These are pretty long death timers outside of Iconic. They're gonna try for it.
Yeah, gonna make a run for it. Might as well. Perks already got the wave pushed in. He'll join the squad now. Next turret number 1 is dead. Next turret number 2 under threat. Iconic here alongside Chime. But there's just not much they can do. Chime gonna be forced back, and the Nexus is exposed. Cloud9 gonna take a kill, take a bow, and take the second game here. It's 2-0 in a short moment as Licorice getting himself caught up and possessed by Fudge. His soul is there. Stixay will flash, and Cloud9 will grab that Nexus. 2-0 up.